Alright, so welcome back to another video on the channel. So pretty much in this video, I began scaling like a massive mountain and making like my base on a floating island. Like it's pretty cool. But while I, work on that, I want to talk about something that's been on the back of my mind for a few months now. It's about NVIDIA, or more specifically how NVIDIA just like does not care about the gaming world anymore. Like yeah, they're still here, they still make GPUs, but it feels like gamers are just like the backup plan now. Like we're the childhood friend who they only care about when their AI friends are just like busy. So for a little bit of context, let's talk about how we got to the situation in the first place. Like remember back in 2016, there was like the 10 series era, like the golden age of PC building. Like you could walk into a store with like $250 and buy like a GTX 1060 and it could still like, run like 1080p high settings on like most games. Like it was like really cost effective. And back then Nvidia was like a good company. Like I felt like there was like a gaming company that also happened to be worth like, billions of dollars. And they were also like specifically making drivers to help like gamers like get more frames. Like back then they just like they were more gaming focused. Like they were known for being good value. But then came the year 2020, the perfect storm you could say. Like we had the pandemic keeping everyone inside, like everyone started gaming and there's like the whole like supply chain collapse. And then the GPU mining, like the mining craze, like cryptocurrency, NFTs, all of that started going insane. And because of that, GPUs, they weren't just like gaming hardware anymore. They were like money printing machines to a lot of people. And that also was the moment when NVIDIA realized that they just don't need the gamers anymore. They realized that no matter, whether or not we could get good FPS or could like afford to play Minecraft or like any games with like, ray tracing, like, it didn't matter to them. Because there was a line of people around the block willing to pay like over like 3 times the MSRP just to mine, crypto or run data simulations. Like it was really bad back then. Like the scalping was insane in those era. But fast forward now to 2026, the crypto bubble has popped. But have the GPU prices come down? Not really. Like Nvidia, pretty much what they did, they looked at those scalper prices and they decided that was new the baseline. Like, if a GPU costs like, 1.2K back then being scalped, that's just what it costs now. Like it's really unfortunate. And they decided that gamers should just like accept this new norm. And with that has come like, I guess like the disappearance of mid-range options. Like in 10 years, we've gone from like 2050, not 2050, like $250 being like mid-range to being entry level. Like it's a complete like race to the bottom. And now like these new cars, like they barely hold up like 1440p. Like it's pretty pathetic. Like pretty much Nvidia, they realized that they can just like sell us half the product and we would all still buy it because honestly, what is like the proper alternative? Like sure there's AMD, but they still struggle with like the whole like driver stigma. And I guess there's Intel, but Intel, like they're not really competitive. Like just don't count them in. And here's one thing you should know. Like if you want to see where a company's heart or like its motivations are at, look at their keynotes and their presentations. So if you watch an NVIDIA presentation lately, you'll see that Jensen Huang, the CEO, spends like, maybe 5 or 10 minutes talking about like, GeForce, RTX, like gaming stuff, new games. But then the rest of it is just about like, data centers and generative AI, which is pretty insulting because, we, I guess the gamers, if you're watching this video and you play games, we were the ones who kept NVIDIA alive for a decade. Like they were the ones who, gave them all the funding for research and development, allowed them to create like these crazy AI chips that they're selling for like 40K a piece. Like these AI chips, like they're really expensive. Like it's honestly like insane just looking at them. And let's just think about the math, because can we really blame NVIDIA like too much? Because let's say like an RTX 4090 or 5090 like, sells for like around 1.6K and it has a profit margin which is pretty slim for NVIDIA. Or you can get like a H100 AI GPU that sells for like 35K. Like if you're NVIDIA, like why would you care about like a $400 profit margin? Or like big companies like Google, Meta, or Microsoft, they will give you like a ton of like 30K profit margin just for like a rack of AI servers. Like it's ludicrous. Like we're literally, the gamers are like the small change in their pocket now. Like it feels like they only still make gaming cards just because it would be like a PR nightmare to quit like entirely from like gaming. And let's talk about the technology for a second, because this is where I feel like it really gets annoying. Because instead of giving actual like raw hardware power, NVIDIA just giving us like band-aids. I'm talking about DLSS 3, like I think it's like DLSS 4 now actually, and also frame generation. So don't get me wrong, like the tech itself is cool. Like you can definitely get like gains in FPS on like most AAA titles. Like it's a good technology fundamentally, and it's like kind of like magic if you think about it. But it just feels like NVIDIA is just using software to hide the fact that their hardware progress has just like stalled for the consumer market. Like they're basically saying, okay, we get it, like this card doesn't have enough like VRAM or like enough like performance to run the game natively, but we'll just give you like an AI advantage to guess what the next frame looks like. So you're good, bruh. You're good. it's like fake frames. Like imagine buying a car that only goes like 40 miles per hour, but then the windshield's like a screen that makes it look like it's going 80. Sure, it looks smooth and it could give you that illusion, but the latency, like the actual feel of the game, is still 40 miles per hour. Like the soul itself of the hardware is just gone. Like they're forcing us to rely on their proprietary AI system just to get the performance that should like be the default. It should be there in the first place. Like, you don't even own your performance anymore. It's just like an algorithm like giving it to you. That's honestly kind of sad. And what's also sad is what this is doing to like the PC community itself. Because back a couple years ago, or like in 2010s, PC gaming used to be like the value play. Like sure, you would spend more money upfront, building a gaming PC, but at least you could save games, you could save money on your games, and you could just like pirate games as well. And your hardware would last for a pretty long time, even like forever. But now to get a PS5, to get a PC that outperforms like a PS5 Pro or an Xbox Series X in like any meaningful way, you spend like more than 1.2K. Like that difference is kind of like non-existent anymore. Like NVIDIA has slowly killed the entry-level market. Like they're just making so that PC gaming is like a luxury hobby now for those who are like truly rich and truly wealthy, rather than like a creative outlet for everyone. Like when I see like a new GPU costing like like it's like a 5070 costing like $800, like it's pretty insane. Like I just think about like like kids, like not like a 14 or 15-year-old, like if they want to build a gaming PC, because that's like who doesn't want a gaming PC as a guy, like they would have to work like an entire summer or like a really long time just to buy like a GPU. And also, don't get me started on like the RAM, because the RAM prices are also like crazy right now. Like I'm definitely gonna make a video about that as well. Like what I'm trying to say is that like kids who are just getting into PC gaming now, like they don't even have the opportunity to start. Like pretty much the method now is just I guess like buy a PS5, get like PlayStation Pro, like whatever the multiplayer thing is, like PS5 Connect, and just never look back, because honestly, it's just the better option now. Like we're just like evolving into like a new era where PC gaming, it's no longer accessible. Like NVIDIA has evolved into an AI powerhouse. Like their valuation is absolutely just like massive. Like they're the wealthiest, like they're like the richest corporation like the entire world, just because of AI. So like why would they care about gamers? Like the GeForce brand is just like a dusty trophy, I guess. Like it's just there. Like they don't care about frame rates anymore or like performance. They just care about that stock price on Wall Street and all the attention, which by the way, like I said, has gone up like a ton thanks to AI. Like they moved on. Like they don't care about. We're like their ex, bro, who they still attack just to be like friends, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's just the end. That's just the world that we live in now. Like corporations, like they don't have to. It's just like a one-way street in loyalty. So like I'm still going to use my 3060 for gaming, I guess, but I'm already planning on switching to like Mac OS or something like that. But yeah, I think that my next card might have a different logo on it. Honestly, maybe it's time to see what AMD or Intel could do. Hopefully they become like competitive enough. But yeah, honestly, that's the end of this video. I think my Minecraft world's coming together. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video, which is gonna be about the whole like AI shortage. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe.